Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about empaths and the empathic ability. There's a lot of videos, a lot of discussions about this wonderful ability, and there's a lot of people that talk about how it can be quite negative when you don't know how to manage the ability, which on some level that is very true. It can create a lot of anxiety. Actually, it is probably a good word to use, because when you don't really know what the ability is, but you are aware that you are an empath or you have that empathic ability, and sometimes what it can actually create is it can create things within the mind of having to go into the everyday life, the world that resides around us, and mingle with people, and then maybe even wonder, like, who am I going to bump into? Have they got a bad energy? I'm going to pick up on the energy. All this sort of stuff that kind of like the mind likes to conjure up within us. And it's something that many years ago, when I was dealing with anxiety, I wasn't really aware of why I was anxious and why I was feeling the way I was feeling. But as the years go by and you go on this journey, you discover that you're actually very in tune with other people's energies. You're very in tune with what other people are feeling, and also very in tune with also the negative energy that a lot of people hold and aren't aware of it. And you can almost feel it. Well, you can feel it. You're aware of it, and their emotions and their feelings can sometimes become yours, kind of, in a way. Even though that they're totally separate from you, and it's having that understanding, that ability to just be able to step back into you, back into your sovereignty. So this video is going to talk a little bit about that, about how you can kind of like rein in and control that that ability that can sometimes put that fear, that worry, that anxiousness into people, into everyday life. So if you're new to the channel, you don't know who I am, then my name's Ian. I'm a Reiki master teacher and practitioner. I'm also a practitioner of hypnotherapy, EFT, Indian head massage. I'm a meditation teacher and coach, and I use various other tools and things in between, from crystals to shamanic tools as well. And it wasn't until probably in my late 20s that I started to become aware of what empaths are, and what it would mean to be an empath, and it, as the world is awakening, and as people are starting to wake up, this information now is becoming more readily available, whereas probably 20 years ago there wasn't that much, or maybe longer than that, maybe 30-40 years ago, we weren't really aware of this stuff, and of people of being highly sensitive people, and empaths, and people that can really tune into other people's energy and just be aware of things, that are around them, that are going on. And it's a clairsentient ability as well. It's having that awareness and that sense that there is something around, there is an energy around, there is something that you're feeling. And if you walk into a building, or you may walk into a room, and you'll go in there and you'll just know straight away that there's an atmosphere, that there's something not quite right, it just doesn't feel right, or maybe there's a fight about to break out, or there's a lot of tension. You can just feel it when you walk in there, and that is your empathic, your clairsentient ability that is being fired up. You're becoming aware of it. But how do we control that? How do we bring this ability into everyday life? And it took me a long time to try and understand how to rein it back, how to pull it in a little bit, to not be so overly sort of aware of everything. And for me, the biggest factor for me is breathing, is where I'm breathing. And not being up here, not being in the mind, and being aware of, no, they're feeling that, or I hope I don't pick up on that. I don't, because there is a lot of fear around this this realm of work as well. There's a lot of fear that gets pushed out there, that we should be, we need to be careful when we go into these places, we need to be careful when we go into that, because we might pick up on this bad energy or this negative energy. And I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but if we're constantly living in fear and fight and flight of the worry of things that are out there that might happen, it's like having the worry of, being ran over by a bus. It's like the chances are probably very, very slim. But if we're always carrying that fear and we're always carrying that worry, then we're not being true to ourselves, and we're not stepping into our sovereignty, we're not stepping into our power. So a part of it is just having that deeper awareness that, yes, there is stuff out there, there is negative people, there is negative energies, there is negative entities out there, but we need to focus on us, basically. We need to work on our own strength, our own inner power, our own light, because where there is light, darkness cannot reside. So if you're constantly working on yourself and you're raising your vibration, you're keeping yourself into those positive places, and also this tallies well with a video I did not so long ago about kind of like toxic positivity. Also being aware of the negative energy that is around you and the negative people around you, and taking the lessons from what you can get from those people, because there is an element of them within you, and that's why they're in your reality. So there is that to be aware of as well. So it's very much it is a balancing act, but once you get into the knack of it, of finding that balance, that harmony within, then you can start to live a more harmonious life. So your breathing, I feel, is key. Also being aware of your heart, being aware of what your body's feeling, being aware of being grounded. You can even, before you get to sort of a level where you can just go out and not have to worry too much about what you're feeling or what you're sensing, what you can do is you can do a little bit of a meditation just to ground yourself before you go out, just to calm your energy down, calm your mind down, to make going out actually a pleasurable experience. Going out for a walk into nature, going out into the supermarket, shops, high streets, wherever it may be, because all the energy is going to be there. And I think a lot of it is up here, a lot of it is in the mind, a lot of it is, if we have the mindset that there's so much negativity out there and I'm going to pick up on it, then you will, because it's reflecting back to you, because it's your belief of what is going to happen. So you are actually just creating that yourself. So once we train the mind, we train the breath, we train the body, we bring ourselves into a more harmonious state within, then things become lighter, things become clearer, things become less of a fight or flight fear response. You are more grounded, but you're not living in the lower frequencies of fight, flight and fear, because you're aware that you are more powerful, you are stronger, you're more grounded, you have more light, you're on a new vibration, a higher vibration. You're using your practices each day to keep yourself on that nice vibration. If you're living in a house with other people that are on a lot lower vibration, then that's something to be more aware of. You need to maybe deepen your practice further, or try to have a limited time with them, because again, that energy is just going to kind of maybe pull you down a little bit. You may feel the drain off them. I mean, I certainly do. We're all drains and we're all receivers on some degree. And the more open we are, basically the more open we are to whatever is out there, the more we're going to absorb in. So if we see more light, if we see more positivity, we see more good in the world, even though the media likes to show a lot of negativity to try and suppress your vibration, to try and bring you down. That's why we eliminate that from our lives, because it allows us to become more harmonious. It allows us to come back to our true way of being, our true state. And that is one of the very teachings within Reiki. So we've got letting go of anger, letting go of worry, being grateful, being true to your own way of being, and being compassionate to all. So being true to your own way of being is about harnessing your power, about harnessing your light, harnessing your spirit, harnessing your body, and utilizing the full combination of your mind, body, and soul to bring about that wonderful feeling of power, empowerment, strength, light. And that is not negative. It's not kind of like toxic positivity. It's about being true to yourself, true to everything, true to the light and the dark, having the balance between the two, having an understanding, having the harmonious state within to be able to navigate through that. And like I said, that took me quite a long time to try and master, to try and understand what does it all mean, and I think we're all guilty on that at some level. When we start our journey, we start our spiritual awakening, we become more aware of empaths, we become more aware of highly sensitive people, we become more aware of clairsentience, we become more aware of the spiritual aspect of the world, the energetic aspect of the world, because everything is energy at the end of the day. But if we become too fixated within the mind of living life, of being fearful of things that we're going to pick up on, and fearful of the people that are going to be within your life that are going to be negative, then they're a direct reflection of your thinking, they're a direct reflection of your thought, they're a direct reflection of your vibration, and you've attracted them, kind of, in a way. So there is some level of healing or work that needs to go on, maybe internally. If these people keep rising up and keep coming into your path, keep coming into your life, have a bit of deep analysis as to like, well, why? What is it about? Maybe you're, because you are an empath, you're more accessible, I suppose, in a way, for people to approach you, because you've got that healing glow about you. You've got that sensitive glow about you that. And usually when people are on a higher vibration, or the empaths or the highly sensitive people that have issues or people that have negative energy, they will gravitate towards them because they know that you'll be able to give them something. You'll be able to help shift their frequency slightly, even though they're probably not aware of it. You will be able to heal them on some level. So all that being said, that is something to also to be aware of, that it's not a case of kind of keeping everything at arm's length and, oh no, you can't come near me, this, that and the other. Those people also need to come near you. You need to be aware of them. You need to have peace with them. You need to give them peace. You need to give them love, as well as giving yourself love. But focus on you first. Focus on your vessel. Focus on your cup. Fill your cup full of love, of light, of being true to your natural way of being true to your energetic state, of being a wonderful soul that is living life, living their best life, speaking to themselves positively, using affirmations, meditation, keeping grounded, getting into nature, using various tools and practices to help clear and cleanse your energy and your space around you if you feel the need to. There's a few practitioners of Reiki that I've spoke to on this channel before that say that they never clear their energy. They don't feel the need to. And some people might think, oh well, they really should, but no, I think if they're true to their way of being, pardon me, if they're true and they're in their natural state of sovereignty and light and peace, then nothing is going to permeate. And the more light and more light that we're aware of internally, again, that shows us the dark. It shows us the shadows that we need to be aware of. So again, we can work on that. We can go through the various layers internally to help heal, to help balance, to help harmonize. So as an empath, it's all about harmonizing your own energy, becoming more grounded, becoming more stable in the mind, not living in the worry and fear that everything around you is out to get you. Because it isn't. Not everything out there is out to get you. But we can have an awareness, we can have an understanding, but not worry, not be fearful, because that again just brings it in, it attracts it, it becomes your reflection, and what you see is a reflection of what is going on currently within your life. So just be mindful of that. Be mindful of where you are, being mindful of the people that are around you, that may on some way may trigger you, or they may feed off you, they may feed off your energy slightly. Just be mindful of that and just think, well, okay, so is that something within me that I need to be aware of? Maybe it's something within them that they need to be aware of, but they're not ready to access that yet. Maybe they're in a totally different vibration to you, and they're kind of like utilizing your energy to keep their energy levels up. There's a lot of stuff that comes into play with this, and it can become quite a deep avenue where you can get lost into various different fields. You can go down different pathways, and like myself, I tried lots and lots of different things. I used to wear crystals when I went out. I used to wear certain crystals that I knew would keep me at a high vibration. And then after a while, I was like, well, the crystals, I don't feel like they're really doing anything anymore. So I used to cleanse them and do all the things that you do with them. Never really got that. So then I thought, right, okay, I'll sage myself, I'll use Palo Santo beforehand, do all that, then do it afterwards when I get back in, and create these rituals of cleansing my aura, cleansing my energy, and getting rid of whatever negative energy I think is on me. And then after a while, it become just like, well, I don't feel any different. So then you think, right, okay, I'm going to do a meditation. I'm going to visualize a bubble of light around me, filling this bubble with light, and no negativity can permeate this bubble. It's only going to be light, and it's just going to be me within that, and I'm going to be totally safe in this cocoon, and everything will be amazing. Everything will be perfect. And then the months pass by, and then I'm like, well, this bubble thing's not really working anymore. But the thing that all of these tools and techniques teach us is we're going through the various layers that we need to be aware of, and we're using external things that are around us to take us deeper and deeper on this journey into self-discovery, into deeper self-awareness. And when we get deeper and deeper within that, we become more true to our way of being, our natural state. We become balanced. We just get into harmony. We get into harmony with the world. We get into harmony with nature. We become more grounded. We become more harmonious in the mind, the heart, and the body. And we're not letting the world around us affect our energy. We're keeping ourselves lifted. We're keeping ourselves in a positive vibration. And being aware that things happen, shit happens, life takes place, it's part of life, but we balance it, we alchemize it, we harmonize it, we work with it, we move through the shadows, we do what we need to do, and we come out the other side even stronger. So every tool that we use, the crystals, the sage, the Palo Santo, the meditation, every tool that we use takes us deeper. And I used the last tool that I used as well was the meditation. That is where you are getting deeper and deeper, and you're on the right track to really finding that depth within, getting back to the true way of being, getting back to your inner wisdom, your inner strength, your inner light. That is where you are going. That is the path that you need to go on. And once you get there will be something else that'll happen. There'll be something else that'll be like, okay, right, so now it's this, and now it's this, and your meditation practice will change. You will try different meditations, you will fluctuate, and you will move, and you will wander, and you will journey down this wonderful pathway of discovery to learn about you, to learn about your energy, and what works for you, what helps to balance you, what helps to ground you. And it's never going to be one thing. It's never going to be one thing that will work all the time, because you are constantly evolving and you are constantly changing. And the more healing that you do, the more work that you go through on yourself, it will change again. So it's just having the awareness of self, having the awareness of what you're feeling, what you're going through, how you're dealing with it, coping with it. And day by day, week by week, month by month, and year by year, you become stronger, more empowered, more powerful, more grounded, more stable, more able to just go into the world with this strength and openness, and your heart open, your chest open, carrying yourself with power, carrying yourself with achievement of self. And other people will see that, but the thing that I used to always think about was, well, why are people always staring at me? Why are they looking at me? Again, that used to put me straight back into fear. And you can feel that in your body. You can feel that shift. Like, as soon as I see someone, they're like, they might be stood there and they're like, they're giving you the evils or whatever, and straight away it might put you back into fear. Whereas now I'm just like, walk on by. So listen to the body, listen to the heart, listen to your energy. What's it telling you? Where's it taking you? So if you are an empath, if you are a highly sensitive person, I hope some of these techniques and things that I've mentioned in this discussion today will help you on some way on your journey into learning about yourself, learning about who you are, learning more about where you are, learning more about how you're moving through life, how you're dealing with things. Stepping out of fear, stepping out of fight and flight, working on yourself, working on your shadow, working on your light, becoming more powerful, becoming more vibrant, becoming more aware, becoming more self-aware, becoming honest, becoming true to your natural way of being. And understanding your energy and your body is talking to you all the time. It's always giving you information. Just listen, just tune in, and the answers will be there. So I hope this helps. I hope this video shines some light in your direction and gives you some understanding from one empath to another of what you may be going through, what I went through, how I managed to sort of like process that and deal with it on my journey. There's a lot of influencers and a lot of speakers that talk about this, and they talk in a totally different context. But every context is individual, so if this video reaches you, then it's meant for you today. It's meant for you to watch it. There'll be something within this video that will be giving you a message of what you need to be aware of the journey that you're on and the life that you're living and the reflection that is being shone back to you. There is something within that you need to be aware of. So I hope this helps. Do give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a subscribe if you've enjoyed this content, and also check out the rest of the playlist on the channel, the rest of the videos. There is Reiki videos on here, there's meditation videos on here, there's music videos on here, there's a whole bunch of stuff on here for you to enjoy. You can also give me a super thanks, or you can join the membership where you can get early access to new videos that I upload as often as I can. I've currently got 8 videos. This will be the 9th video in the bank, just to keep ahead of the game a little bit, and I try to post Mondays and Fridays a long form video, then in between I'll do short videos as well, so it just keeps you up to date with any videos you might miss. And I always put the links below in those shorts so you can go and watch the full length videos if they appeal to you. So do take care, much love. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in a new one soon. Doodaloo for now.